Coming up on the Lakeside Loop, the first Operation Go team of the year goes to Texas. The Cappella Choir goes on their Midwest tour.
And we show you another cool collection. The Loop starts now. Welcome back to the Lakeside Loop. I'm Jonah Osmankowski.
And I'm Logan Wenzel. Last Saturday, the Cappella Choir left for their Midwest tour. They sang at churches in Illinois, Indiana, and Kentucky, and visited some other fun places along the way.
I went on the a cappella trip, and it was an experience to say the least. We made a lot of memories, and it was great just going to a bunch of different churches, and they were all so thankful to have us. Most of the congregations were actually really small, and they were all so nice. It was like a family just welcoming us and giving us food and talking to us. It was great. We went through Illinois and Indiana and Kentucky. We went to the Creation Museum and the Ark and the Louisville Slugger Museum and Keeneland Racetrack for the horses. And I think we can all say together that one of our favorite memories was Dan the Horseman, because we were on the bus, and before you know it, this guy just comes onto our bus and starts asking us to sing. Sanctus, Sanctus Dominus, and we're like, okay, who is this guy? And then he starts doing a horse tour and like going through stables and stuff. He was an amazing guy. He even came to our church that night we sang, and he gave us a little speech for inspiration. It was awesome.
Y'all got this, y'all rocking it, you know what I'm saying?
A cappella choir, it's just you get to meet so many different people, and just sharing God's message through singing each Sunday is so nice. It's awesome.
Thanks for using your talents to share God's love.
Operation Go trips officially started over spring break as well. The first team went down to Texas to do mission work.
So Operation Go is something set up by Lakeside where we have a chance, kids have a chance to go out and do like mission trips, like mini mission trips. It gives you a bit of a feel for that. Our trip went to Jarrell, Texas. It's a little ways out of Austin, the capital of Texas. And our job there was to try and set up a new church. So we went around door to door canvassing, doing a food drive.
So the food drive in the end serves two capacities. There's a couple of steps. The first step is we put out empty grocery bags that has information about why we're in the neighborhood and that we're starting a new church. And the people who kindly fill those bags, we go back and say thank you, and that gives us an opportunity to ask them about their community, about what they're looking for in a new church, and how we can pray with them and pray for them. And the grocery bag thing just kind of removes the awkwardness of why we're in the community, and it allows us to get names and contacts and plant the seed of Jesus in that community and give information to the pastor after we leave. It's very, very well received. The people in Texas are very, very kind, and they're glad to know that we're helping their community by facilitating their food pantry, and they are very responsive to the teenagers who are taking time out of their spring break to service that community and to talk about church.
So some people ran into a lady from New Zealand, and I heard they had a pretty good conversation with her. And then something interesting that happened with me and Mo Pop went out together, and we had one lady that only spoke Spanish. And we were talking back and forth with her through Google Translator. So I'd say that was a pretty interesting experience we had with that. Oh, there was a lot of stuff we did that was fun. We went to a Texas Ranger Museum, the police down there. So some people went to Magnolia Farms, like if you've ever seen Fixer Upper, they went there. We got to go to some big zoo and just a ton of other things. We got to see a lot around Austin. For me, it was a really great experience. I got to see, like we live here in Wisconsin and there's churches everywhere. They don't have a ton down there. So it was really cool for me to see that even in places where it's not a big population of Christians, people still, those that are Christians, they stay together, they work with each other, they love each other, and it's so awesome to see that. So.
Oh, it was fantastic. The students meld with each other and the adults on the trip. We get to know the host families. I get to see them and spend time with them outside of the classroom, and we develop a very personal relationship.
I'd for sure do an OpGo trip. It's so much fun, and you get so many cool and unique experiences and memories out of it, and it's just a great opportunity. I'd recommend to anyone who wants to do it.
The next OpGo trips are Utah and Arizona from June 4th to the 11th.
The robotics team recently went to state. Here's what happened.
2, 1, go!
Probably the coolest part is seeing how many teams are there and just the diversity of people there, all the different robots that they've made, all the different schools that they're from, and all the different friends that you can actually make just from other teams, all those places. Most challenging preparing for state is probably just like figuring out what your robot is actually going to do, because there are so many different strategies for all the different Vex games. So what it's supposed to do, the whole point of the game, which is called Tipping Point, is basically there are a ton of like rings around the mat, and those you can put into little hoops that they had, kind of little baskets with a little pole on it. You can either put them in the bucket thing or on the little stand itself to get points. And then you can also move around the goals to get points. And then there are 2 teeter-totters, which is why it's called Tipping Point. And if you stack the goals on it, you get more points. And if you're able to park your robot on it, you get even more points. And the goal of ours was to be able to pick up a couple goals. It could hold 2, and then get itself balanced up on it. And if it's balanced and there's nothing touching it, that counts as a balance point, which gets a ton of points. If you're really into like computer stuff or coding or just building stuff in general, like even if you love Legos, this would be the perfect thing for you, because it's just a lot of teamwork, having fun with other people, building the robot, rebuilding the robot like 7 times. I'd say if you like engineering stuff, you'd really like this. Our goal also is to be able to host one of the robotics competitions here next year. So we need sponsors and donations. So if anybody knows a sponsor or something that would be able to help, you can contact Lakeside, and we'd love that. We'd love your help.
Congratulations!
This week on Cool Collections, John Lowest shows us his Funko Pop collection. Take a look.
Hey guys, we're back this week with another really cool collection. Wait, what? There's something behind me? What do you mean? Oh.
I'm John Lost, and I collect Funko Pops.
How many Funko Pops do you have?
I have 61 Funko Pops.
What is your favorite thing about collecting Funko Pops?
I like collecting Funko Pops because they have little figures that you can have, and you can show your passions of what shows you like.
What is your most expensive Funko Pop?
My most expensive Funko Pop is my Captain Levi from Attack on Titan.
What is your rarest Funko Pop?
My rarest Funko Pop is Astrid from How to Train Your Dragon 2. I like collecting Funko Pops because they have the figures of what you like most. My favorite are from anime and from pop culture.
Alright, one more question. Now this has been a huge debate. Do you think Funko Pops should be kept inside of their box or taken out of the box?
Definitely in the box if you can. I have some that are outside, which are bobbleheads, but definitely inside to keep the rarity.
Thanks for sharing, John.
In call news, Pastor Jonathan Enter, Miss Lauren Ewings, and Mr. Matt Foley have all returned their calls. Another call meeting will be held on April 4th at 6:30 to call a junior and senior religion teacher, a principal, and an English teacher. Along with that, Mr. Austin currently holds a call to Garden Homes Lutheran in Milwaukee to be a 7th grade teacher. Please keep Lakeside and its staff in your prayers. And now, it's teacher time.
Teacher time, teacher time, teacher time with Joshua Biddle.
Hey y'all, Joshua Biddle here. Lately, I've been thinking a lot about rhythm and rhyme, but no, not the poetic kind. There's something in the wind about a teacher who could levitate my music, rhythm, and rhyme abilities for my debut album. However, he was hard to catch due to his marching all over the place. I think he's even going to Michigan, but luckily I caught him before then. After many long studio sessions, I think I'm finally ready to release it, my debut album. But first, let me congratulate the man who is literate in the world of literature, music, and, well, the English language, Mr. Poofle.
What do you want to know, Josh?
What is your favorite instrument and why is it correct?
Why is it correct? Definitely tuba. It's just fun to play. And I just feel like, without that, the band just sounds incomplete. That's my thought.
Do you approve of eating nuts and chocolate chips in the band room?
No, there are signs everywhere when you walk in. Absolutely no food in this room. Unless you give it to me as a treat, that's fine. But yeah, no, absolutely not.
Why don't we buy sousaphones?
Sousaphones are horrible. I'll tell you why. Back when I was a sophomore, we played sousaphones, and we were marching in West Allis, and we got stuck in a tornado. And trying to march with those with a tornado, it's not fun. Well, besides that, they sound terrible. Yeah.
What is your favorite solo WSMA performance?
I would say I really enjoyed the Ben Casper. He did a good job with all of his solos. He did a great job with those. Unfortunately, with the way the schedule worked, I didn't get to get in a whole lot of them because they were during the jazz performance or the percussion full performance. But the ones I did, like I saw Ben because we're waiting to get into the room, and he did a good job.
So, then what is your reaction to this video?
I'm Jay Thundercloud, and we're from Lakeside Lutheran High School. And today we'll be playing the Carry Dance, composed by J.L. Molly. Something that we would like you to listen for is the Irish melody throughout the piece.
Good introduction, that was good. Okay, all right. I would say a little more breath support. I would say maybe a metronome to kind of get the tempo and the everything together. I think there are some aspiring possibilities here. Individually, you are all rocking your notes. As a group, yeah, definitely a metronome. I would say to start out with, and definitely raise the stands up a little bit. That would be something. Yeah, I thought the same thing. Let's start back to measure 31. Yeah, for sure. Dynamics, yep. Good, all right. I like the resting by the trumpets here. That's good. You rested together. That's a good thing. Okay. And Gabe is letting it loose. This is good. I think definitely summer band material here, 100%. Yeah. Standing with your legs crossed, probably not the best way to help with breath support and making sure that things stay together timing-wise. I would, count the beat with your foot, not the 16ths, I would say. The door monitor in this one is being very supportive. This is good. Good. I love the decorations in the room. They're really nice. You know, the hearts hanging around the room. This is good. Gives a really positive atmosphere. This is good. The piano is lovely. So this is good. Great. The judge is very patient. This is good. Judge is helping you out, helping them. This is good. A very nice judge. Good steady beat by the judge. This is good. It's terrible.
And now you're in the loop. I'm Jonah Osmankowski.
And I'm Logan Wenzel. Thanks for joining us.